I'm having a good time.
You having a good time? So you ain't looking for nothing really specific, or you have someone? Yeah, I have you a little shot too.
What do you tell these women these days when they're trying to date and statistics are saying by 2050, everybody's going to be single. Marriage is going to be non-existent by the year, 3000.
You can't find your man. He go find you by your attributes. You can't be out looking to find no man. You just have to be a woman of essence, a woman with qualities and a woman with traits, and you'll stand out. And he go find you. Grocery store, the red light, but you can't find him. You don't know how to pick a man. It was never designed for a woman to pick her man.
That is true.
He who finds a wife finds a good thing and has favor from God. So you are favor for a man. But if you ain't where you need to be as a woman, how you gonna get what you need?
That's the feminine side of you talking.
Yeah, because
I want to. But y'all be dealing with that masculinity too. It's the kind of move to the front, Kash.
It's the kind of man you dealing with. When you got a man, a certain man gonna make that masculine go away. It's natural.
Okay.
As women, we get around a man that's real masculine. You can't help but just listen.
Put the shoe on the other foot real quick. I can't wait for a woman to come along and bring me into my masculine era. I mean, the right woman to really motivate me to really protect and provide for her. Because most of these women done had me in my soft era for so long that I don't even know if women are really worthy of bringing out my masculinity. So I really gotta trust the right one in order to be the man that I'm supposed to be. Who dating me? I say some shit like that.
Well, you know what's crazy? That
who f***ing with me if I'm saying that me being a man is contingent on you being the woman that you supposed to be? Like, be realistic.
I mean, it just depends on what type of man you're dealing with. That's why I said for me to sit down, it got to be the right type of man. He got to sit me down, and I got to be happy there. I want to be happy sitting down. I want to be happy sitting down, twinkling my toes.
So this is what I've been realizing for the new age woman. She want to be the man rather than being a better version of a woman. She want to be like the man. I want to think like a man but act like a lady. That's impossible because your thinking is what dictates your actions and your behavior. So Steve Harvey these women up with that. You can't think like no man.
Yeah.
So now they trying to be a man. A man know when he meets you. That men love at first sight is real. Most know when they meet a woman right then and there if he'll marry her. Right, the moment he meet
I was
her.
gonna ask you that.
Yeah. I met my wife the second time. And I said, man, I'll marry you. And she brushed me off. So I had to pursue her for marriage. I had to pursue her.
I don't understand this conditional femininity where you're feminine with one guy over here, then you're masculine with the guy over there, and you partially submit at that time, and then you partially rebel. Like, to me, it's just very confusing. And to be quite frank, I do think that there's some women who use this idea of conditional femininity as a way to not have to submit or cooperate with the men that they are with.
All right, tell me what to do. Okay, you know?
Yes.
But you get a man that's playing and like he acting like the princess too. If you dealing with another princess, you gotta out princess him.
Yeah.
Now I gotta show you who the real princess.
Right.
But you gotta get a little with it.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
So
I just like gangsters.
Why?
It's just something about a gangster. Like, I know, feel me, when they see this, it's something about a gangster ass. Like, it's just something about that, you know? I just love gangsters. My pussy don't get wet for, like, because that's not gangsters. I like this. I like drug dealers in the streets, like gangsters. It's just something about you knowing that drop your dumb ass playing. Like, they'll drop you. That's why I'm at.
What drop you mean?
You.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, focus your attention on this last lady. Yes, she must have a gangster, somebody who can actually hurt somebody for her to feel attracted to, for her to submit, for her to make sure that she gives them her all. So all of you regular guys out there looking for the short-haired vixen life ruiner, just understand what you have to be to get with her. And don't worry, just keep on keeping on and doing you. Because these are the type of ladies to come back with a couple of kids in tow looking for the nice guy. She's going to try the good old-fashioned spin the block of Rooney. And of course, you're going to be there to take her back, right?
Okay. Because I'm also open to the idea of, well, what would be so wrong with me leading with my masculine in a relationship, period? What's wrong with that? If there's a balance. But then that's where I just go back to, at my core, I want a man to know what the wants. I have no...
Well, you just answered your own question, though.
Did I?
Yeah. You saying what's wrong with it, and now you saying, well, what's wrong with it is that at my core, that's not really what I want to be.
But that's why, I mean, it's like I want to keep an open mind. So for argument's sake, I'm like, well, maybe it could still work. But at my core, I'm like, no, I cannot respect men who don't lead.
Maintaining the woman means that you have a responsibility to protect her and to protect your children. But guess what? You cannot protect what you cannot control. Wait now. Sisters, when I use the word control, that makes you upset sometimes because you don't want nobody to control you. But no man can protect what he cannot control.
For one, the black woman don't submit enough for a man that want to lay his life down for. The black man don't have enough access to his black children from black women. If they want the protection, look at your home girl and your sister and say, listen, y'all, we got to lighten up on these. Girl, just go take the kids over there. Stop letting them, take the barriers away from them and watch what these black boys do for you. Watch what these black men do for your sisters. Take the barriers away.
Now, what do you mean by we're more aggressive women today, and why do you think that is?
Well, oh Lord, help me.
It's okay. Listen, we know how you get down. Come on, say it to us.
You know,
say it, beloved.
We have become what I call men in skirts. Mm-hmm. We are so aggressive, so demanding, so unaware, really. We think we got it going on, but women really aren't aware of their power because our power as women is silent. If you really know what you're doing, mm-hmm. you can work a room.
The masculinity ain't in the household. The man ain't in the household. So the only ethnic group that I know to say that primarily is black women. I don't need no man. A lot of women raise the men that they hate. Think about it. These women say, oh, these men aren't strong. They're not leaders. That's what you raised. Right. Feel what I'm saying? 80% of the jails is where? Single mother households. You know what I'm saying? Statistically proven that a kid that's raised with two parents does better than a kid that's raised with one. Right. But a kid that's raised with a father statistically does better than a kid that's raised with his mother. So you're raising the same exact you hate. This weak, feminine, beta male that you don't want to. Right. You raise one.
Greetings, you polite savages.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Ladies, gentlemen, and polite savages, we are now about to embark on a journey sure to anger feminists and modern women alike. The only thing we can do is guarantee to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as we see it. So there's nothing else left to do but get on into it. Are you ready? Let's go. One of the most ridiculous things I've heard is many combative women who want to take it straight to your face, get in your face, buck up like a man, say that you have to out-masculine them to put them in their place so then they'll calm down and bring the femininity out of them. Like the feminine traits that you have are buried deep down inside, and it's a sacred treasure that only the greatest of men can mine and obtain. But the absolute truth is this. If you're a feminine lady, then it's just going to come out naturally in the way you walk, in the way you talk, in the way you handle yourself. You're not going to sit here and go crazy and buck up to men in order to make your point. You're not going to argue with a man. You're not going to challenge a man.
We got women out here can't find a man because they acting like him. You are alpha. Now the alphas all want these subservient husbands. You can't have one. No.
I have to have a very feminine woman. Right, she has to be in that flow, and she has to be somebody that can help provide peace. I'm still attracted to the traditional qualities of what a woman is.
When the essence of a real woman come around, pull their pants up, say, man, don't do that in front of her. Then it's naturally will be done it because her presence of a woman won't get that response. Oh.
So when Kash Doll says that she deals with the masculine and agrees with Shannon Sharp, but then she says that the right man, he can mystically, magically bring that femininity all the way out of her, what she's really saying is that she doesn't really want to surrender or have a man tell her what to do. And if this man makes enough money, if this man has enough status, if this man proves himself to her, then maybe she'll consider it. But the problem is the man who can do all of that, he's already moved on, because if he can do all of that, he's proved himself to the world, and guess what? He doesn't want to prove himself to you. And here's a plot twist. The act of proving himself will make him look weak to you, and you will not, absolutely not, even deal with him. You have yourself a self-fulfilling prophecy of loneliness. You're just going to walk away because you'll look at that man as inferior to the other men that you've been around. But the problem is that you've been kidnapped and hijacked by feminism, and you don't even know what a real man is now, because a real man avoid you.
A lot of women will complain about men not being in their masculine. They often refer to them as being feminine, as being sassy. So we understand those types of energies, and and that quality of men is unattractive to most women. Like, this is why y'all call them sassy. Y'all saying they're not real men anymore. They're not as masculine as our grandfathers used to be. So we understand how we are attracted to masculine or feminine energy. Men are saying we are attracted to feminine energy, not alpha woman, man, masculine energy, not a woman who we had to work as a man, successful man who had to build himself up to make himself something in the society. Right. You think he's going to gravitate towards a woman who he has to break down her walls, or he's going to gravitate towards a woman already in her feminine?
And sometimes you just got to keep it a buck. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not going to deal with combative, noisy, out-of-pocket ladies, no matter who they are, no matter how good you look, no matter what you think that you bring to the table. I'm not convinced, and I'm not impressed with your success or the money you make, because I can make more money, and I have to make my own money. And 9 times out of 10, your money is your money, and my money is your money, or at least that's how you want it. So if you want it that way, you're going to have some skin in the game. And the skin in the game comes to 100% femininity needs to be delivered towards me at all times. And if you can't do that, well, kick rocks. Nobody needs you. Because all these ladies who consider yourself an alpha woman, when it really comes down to it, you're not even really an alpha. What you are is you're somebody who takes care of your bills on a daily basis, and you're not behind on anything. Maybe you made a couple of good decisions. Congratulations. Welcome to the real world. Because guess what? Men have had to do this consistently throughout time. And when we don't do this, guess what we're called? Pookies and ray-rays, deadbeats, idiots, bums. We have all types of words for a man who's not on his dean. But a lady who's not on her grind is a damsel in distress, need a little help, waiting for the right guy. You see, it's a cruel world and a dirty game, but it's all good because we all have no choice but to play it. And this ain't no 90s R&B, Keef Sweat, Luther Vandross, all this love to barge. No. We're gonna fight the good fight, as dirty as we can. You dig?
You an alpha man, you want an alpha female, right?
No such thing.
Oh my God.
No, I don't.
There's no such thing as an alpha female?
There's no such thing as an alpha female. No such thing.
Why? How? Why do you think that?
Who does she lead? In the relationship, who does she lead? As an alpha female?
as a person though, not in a relationship. As a person.
Okay, so in terms of relationship, if you're an alpha female, who are you leading?
You're the alpha. So you lead people, right?
Yeah.
There can be a dynamic though.
There can be two alphas?
No, where there's a man who's, submissive to the woman.
Excuse me? Say that again? A man who's submissive to the woman. Okay, yes. So how do you feel about that man that's submissive to you?
Me personally, I can't be with nobody that's gonna be submissive to me because I'm gonna walk all over him.
All right.
Exactly.
That's just me personally though. Some women want somebody that's submissive.
You know what's... Because only a lady at the height of delusion, at the height of her absolute insanity, will say something as ridiculous as, some of the ladies really like the dynamic of a man that they can dominate. Oh, do you like that? Oh, of course not. I'll run all over him. I can never be with that guy. Yeah, ma'am, that's what we've been saying for the last 15 minutes. I have to say, some of you, not all ladies, some of you are one flew over the cuckoo's nest crazy with your logic.
I hate to admit it, but that is true.
A lot of women got the misconception that men want a partnership that you have to go home and negotiate with and say, baby, this is what I'm thinking. What are you thinking? No, men, if you're going to give us the responsibility of being the man, if I come home and say some shit that you don't agree with, that don't mean we about to talk about this. That means I've been out here and I seen some shit that you might not have seen. And I'm saying, at this house, to protect us from that I saw, this how we gonna do this. If you don't agree, we could talk about it after the fact, but this is what needs to happen. That's the type of shit that turns women. Women don't want to see black men have authority, and that's the struggle. Black men don't have authority.
But a lot of times they don't know, because you think like that. But a lot of these don't know how to lead. They don't know how to run a household.
See, that's what I just said.
But they don't know how.
So you think women always got a rebuttal?
Do you understand that it's like
We
you just
rebuttaling.
say, don't know how to lead? Well, what are they doing then?
Being a
You talking about 3 you had a bad interaction with, you gonna wipe that on all?
I used to run from girls like her, but my mother used to always say, you attract what's inside of you.
Yeah.
So if you keep attracting these kind of men, you need to say, hold up, let me go look in the mirror and see what's about me that attracts these kind of men. And then you'll get your answer. So I tell women all the time, if you focus on that woman in the mirror and make her better, he coming.
Thank you for watching the TIP Network. Follow us on all social media outlets and ask yourself one burning question. Can you handle the tip? Boom, we're out.
We found true happiness